Hi, lovely parents. Let me start with something I wish someone had told all of us much earlier. Your baby is not broken. Your toddler is not being dramatic. And you are definitely not failing because transitions feel hard. If you have ever thought, why does my child cry every single time we leave? Why can't they just adjust? Or other kids seem fine. What am I doing wrong? Please stay. This video is for you. Today, we are talking about what parents don't need to fix, especially during transitions, and what actually helps instead. Let's get this one out of the way first. Crying. Crying during transitions is not a behavior problem, it's communication. Babies and toddlers don't cry because they are trying to manipulate you. They cry because their brain is still under construction. Like heavy duty road work, no detours available. Research tells us that young children don't yet have the neurological capacity to regulate big emotions on their own. So when they cry, they are saying, "This feels big, please help me." You don't need to stop the crying, you just need to be present with it. Sometimes the fix parents are looking for is actually connection. Yes, separation anxiety. The phase that makes parents late, sweaty, emotional, and questioning all life choices. Here is the truth. Separation anxiety is a sign of healthy attachment. Let me repeat that gently. Your child is upset because they trust you. From an attachment perspective, a child who protests separation is saying, "You are important to me. I know where safety lives." That's not something to rush through or train away. What helps is not sneaking out, distracting, or making it quick and painless. What helps is predictability, honesty, and reassurance. A confident goodbye builds more security than a silent escape ever will. Some children transition easily. Some need time. Some need a lot of time, and snacks, and emotional support, and possibly a dramatic pause. This is temperament, not parenting failure. Some children are slow to warm up, highly sensitive, big feelers, observers before doers. They are not difficult, they are just wired differently. Instead of asking, "Why can't my child handle this?" try, "What does my child need to feel safe through this?" We don't fix temperament, we support it. Let's talk about meltdowns. A meltdown is not a lesson waiting to be taught. It's a nervous system saying, "I have had enough." Toddlers are constantly transitioning from activity to activity, from freedom to limits, from "I can do it" to "I need help." That's exhausting. Sometimes the most powerful response is not a strategy. It's calm presence and a quiet voice that says, "I'm here. You are safe. We will get through this." No fixing required. If we are not fixing, what are we doing? Here is what research and practice both agree on. Predictable routines form responsive relationships, clear, calm communication, emotional validation, and trusting the relationship over the behavior. Transitions become easier not because children change, but because they feel supported through the change. If I could leave you with one thought today, it would be this. Your child doesn't need to be fixed, they need to be understood. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present enough, consistent enough, and kind to yourself. If this video made you excel even a little, then you are doing a beautiful job already. If this resonated, share it with another parent who is silently worrying. And if you would like more conversations like this about transitions, attachment, and real-life parenting, you are very welcome to stay. Before you go, subscribe for gentler, research-backed parenting videos. Leave a like or comment, it really helps other parents find this. And a very happy new year to you and your family. Wishing you calm transitions and lots of connections ahead.